guys, welcome back to Adventures with Rosie and welcome to Gentle Annie Campground.
Yeah. So we've kind of travelled all over the top half of the South Island now. We haven't been further south than Christchurch, but all over the place. We did the West Coast a couple of weeks, probably a month or so ago now.
Yeah.
And a lot of you guys said in the comments you missed a great part of the West Coast, and that is everything north of Westport. So we came over, we went up to Westport,
Yeah.
and then we went back over the hill because we had to go back and meet Chelsea's parents.
Yeah.
But
ran out of
apparently,
time.
and we ran out of time basically. But apparently, we missed a few gems up here on the west coast.
So we've come back. We're going to spend the next couple of weeks going up all the way up to Karamea and then further north if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And check out everything that this place has to offer. There's some really amazing spots lined up.
Yeah, it's all pretty much one way from here, right? Mm-hmm. So come over to Westport. We had a couple nights there in the rain, did the laundry, washing, all that sort of thing, and now we head up. So we're going up the north basically of Westport, but there's no other way back over to Nelson from here. This is kind of how far up we go. We've got to come back down. Yeah. So we've got a couple of weeks. The first thing we're going to do today is check out Charming Creek.
Yes.
You may have seen in our Westport video, we went to a really cool mine called Denniston, the Denniston Incline, the Denniston mine. Heaps of old mining relics left over there from the coal mining years ago. And Charming Creek is just down the road from us, about 15 minutes, and apparently it's another awesome spot to check out.
Harvey's very excited. He loves checking out coal mines.
Yeah, I think he's expecting to see a whole lot of moving machinery, but...
Yeah. Well, we saw the cars moving up at Stockton Mine.
Yeah, the Stockton Mine.
As we drove up here, and we saw them going up the hill, and he got so excited. So hopefully they're running today.
It is a weekend, so yeah, there was a gondola system bringing coal down from one of the live coal mines up there, but I don't think we can get close enough to see it, but we're going to check it out anyway, so yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Alright, we made it to Charming Creek. It was about 15 minutes down the road from where we are.
Yeah.
It looks like though that most of this place is closed due to some huge slips. We didn't Google it, we just showed up and found out that the signs are blanked out, eh?
Yeah, but you can access it from both ends, but you can only walk in a little bit each way, so we're just going to check out from this end this morning.
The other end that you can go to says it's a 4-hour return walk, so that'd be pushing it for us with the kids on our backs. But yeah, we'll go and see what we can find. It looks like there's plenty of old stuff in the area. Well, this is pretty cool. There's an original railway tractor, it's called, kind of like a hybrid between a train and a tractor. They use these to haul timber in and out of the bush and build bridges and all that sort of thing, and it's still on its original rails, just kind of sitting here. Built a roof over it to preserve it, which is pretty cool. Harvey, what did you find? A Kiwi Guardian post. We've done pretty much all the ones in the area now. This was one that was on our list that was missing, and we've done it. Another medal in the banks. This is the end of the line for us anyway. Bit of a shame because it looks like there's loads of neat stuff up there to see. Looks like people have been just climbing around the fence as well, but hey, with children we're not going to risk anything like that. Maybe if we were younger and dumber, but not with kids strapped to our backs. But still a neat place to come, even if that slip, still has closed the area. There's loads to see, there's quite a bit of information, and around the area there's just loads of history as well, and there's a big coal mine up the road that's still active. We might take a drive up there and see if we can get a glimpse of that. And yeah, just heaps of neat stuff around the area to see anyway, so all is not lost.
Well, we did a bit of a Google and we realised you can come around to the other end and do a decent chunk of it from this side.
Yeah, so you can actually come up the hill. We drove for ages down a gravel road, probably 20 minutes. But there's just like all this old stuff everywhere here, and apparently it's only 15 minutes to the main mine site. So yeah, win. So this is pretty cool behind me. This is a ventilation shaft here. There's a big fan and under that shroud, that covering there. And there would have been probably a motor that sat on this plinth, some sort of engine I guess, and spun that fan. You can actually see, you can pop your head in a hole on the side and you can't see the bottom. It just smells like an old coal mine down there, but pretty amazing. I'd love to know how deep that shaft goes down there. But yeah, just a cool old way of ventilating the old mines. Now it's just a bit of a pond in there. Really cool. Alright, so this is Gentle Annie Campground, our site. Just over the back here, there's a bunch of powered sites there, non-powered sites over there as well. This is part of the Camp Saver scheme. So it's $22 a night to stay here for 2 adults, which is pretty sweet, on a powered site. So we treated ourselves to some power for the next few days. Basically all the amenities are behind us here. They have a cool wood-fired pizza oven which you can use, which is pretty awesome. Fill it up with driftwood, light it. We're going to have some pizzas for tea tonight. And in here there's a cafe, and the cafe is kind of cool. This time of year being, you know, the off season, we're a month away from winter, the cafe is only open till 12, but then you can actually go in there and there's an honesty box and you can buy baking. It's like all sorts of delicious looking muffins and cookies in there, and you just put money in a jar. So kind of cool, quite sort of trusting I suppose, but yeah, kind of neat that they do trust you to that level. So yeah, we're going to go over in a second. There's some people over there using the pizza oven at the moment. I'm super excited about that. We're going to have to go and collect some driftwood, I think, bring it back up, top up the wood we use. But yeah, really beautiful spot here, and not a lot of people here. How cool is this? There are wood-fired hot tubs on the property. You can rent them out for a few hours. They come down, stoke up the wood, get them all up to temperature for you, and then you have a 2-hour session in a hot tub in a pretty cool little bush setting here. These things look awesome. Really cool, kind of unique to see like wood-fired hot tubs and a wood-fired pizza oven you can use at a campground. I can't think of a campground we've been to that has that sort of thing, but pretty tempting. I wonder if we could ditch the children tonight, sneak down here and soak for a few hours. Maybe.
Well, it's time to get some pizzas on the go for dinner tonight. We're going to check out the wood-fired pizza oven and give it a crack.
So there is another couple using the pizza oven at the moment. They lit the fire a couple hours ago, which is awesome, saves us lighting it. Takes a couple hours to get up to heat. And yeah, they were making their own dough for their pizzas, like they were proving it in a pot, you know, covered by the oven, by the pizza oven. We have 3 children, so store-bought basis for us. It does look like actually here in the summer they sell the ingredients in the shop, like pizza bases and you know, the sauce and toppings and that sort of thing. So if you do forget, because when there's no shops around here, probably 45 minutes that way is the closest shop. So if you do forget, you can purchase it all here. But if you're going to come out here, it's well worth kind of the experience. You know, it's well worth planning ahead, grabbing all your toppings, and yeah, coming out and doing it for yourself. Well, if we're a little bit flat in this video, apologies. This week we took the dummies, or pacifiers for you American viewers. We took them off for the girls. You're a big girl now, yay! So the sleeping's been all over the place. Poor Ruby here's got an earache. She's got teeth coming through, so she's had a temperature. So there has been a fair few nights of 4 of us in the double bed here. We're all a bit tired. It's been a pretty trying week. But in saying that, it is hard to complain when you can look out the window and see the beach from where you're staying. Bit hard to complain. Alright, so this is the pizza oven here. And like I said earlier, it's been lit already, which is awesome. Ton of driftwood here and wheelbarrows. So they ask that you go down to the beach, grab a wheelbarrow full of wood. It's only 2 minutes that way. Bring it back and stock this up. But yeah, pretty choice pizza oven, all the kind of paddles and stuff. There's also outdoor cooking elements, and there's a giant fire pit over here which you can light up at night as well. So really cool spot. What do you reckon, Charles? Good?
Very good. It takes about 5 minutes in here compared to half an hour in our little oven, so great.
Well, while I was editing this video, I realized it's way too long, sorry. So I'm trimming it here. The next part of the video will be the rest of our trip up. We're going to go further up from Gentilani to Karamea, and then all the way up as far as you can go up this road to a little campground called Kohaihai. So we're going to go up there next in next week's video. We're also having a live stream in a week's time. So if you see this in time, Saturday, the first Saturday of June, we're having a live stream. Probably 2 o'clock, maybe in the morning. But stay tuned on Facebook and stuff for that sort of thing anyway. Thank you as always for watching. I'll see you with part 2 in a week.